welcome to the first episode of Show Me the Code, where we show you the code. Today we're going to be looking at a little project called Hugo. Now you might be wondering what Hugo is. Hugo is a static site generator that emits JavaScript, CSS, and HTML when you feed it content, a theme, and a program. So that program is called Hugo. Let's take a look at it now. So I've got a new tab open in my browser here, so let's go to the URL I put in the intro, github.com, gohugoio, Hugo. So this is the world's fastest framework for building websites. They have a link to a nice documentation website. There's news, there's docs, there's a theme showcase so that you can see all the themes that people have made. There's some really good ones here. I think there was one for technology that I really liked. It was purple. Almost this, I think. Yeah, like this. Yeah, so if you go to the yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. And there's a post about how to build everything. This is a post that Hugo ships with their stuff. So why would you want to use this? You might ask. If you're not asking, you should be asking. But you would use Hugo wherever you need a website, a blog, mostly static content, but an advertising website, a blog, a directory, a documentation website, any kind of website that just has page content. That's what you want. This will get it for you. And it builds static sites. Yeah, it's really fun and really good. So let's talk about how we modify it. Hugo is open source. Hugo is open source, so you can fork it, make changes, and use the program however you need to. So as always, you start with forking it. I've already forked it to the Show Me the Code repository. And so this is basically a copy of the source code. And by doing this, we can make changes without affecting the mainline branch of Hugo. So what you want to do is clone this. You can either clone with SSH or HTTPS. HTTPS has you put in your password. SSH will have you unlock your SSH key. I've already unlocked my SSH key in this window, so let's go ahead and clone it into my clones directory. So now we're cloning into Hugo. And this is downloading it from GitHub and setting us up with the repository. So if I cd into Hugo, you can see I'm on branch master. And if we open it, you can see we have all the Go files that make Hugo run. Now, I haven't installed Hugo or Go, which is what Hugo is written in yet. So I'll do that with ASDF. So I will do Golang. Okay. And I will install Golang 1.15.
Which is the latest version of Go at the time of this recording. Great, now we should be able to do Go. We have to set the global. So the global Golang is 1.13. And then we do Go version. It should say we're on Go 1.13. Wonderful. So let's build. And now this is going and getting all the dependencies for Hugo to build it so that we can build it and use it. And the great thing about Go is it builds one binary. So we should have a Hugo file that we can run and run Hugos.
So let's go /Hugo. Actually, do I have it installed already? well, we can do a Hugo version here, and it'll say 63.0.dev dash dev. And if we install gohugo at 0.62 we'll just do the latest 2, and we do a Hugo version, you should see we have 62.2 dash the commit hash there. So we can yeah, so that's basically how you would get it built and start running it. Obviously there's more to it if you're installing Hugo from a package manager versus ASDF, or Go from a package manager versus ASDF. I highly recommend ASDF VM. It's a version manager that lets you install all sorts of tools like Node.js, Elixir, Ruby, anything you want that they have a plugin for. And if they don't have a plugin for it, you're welcome to write it. Anyway, let's get started with an issue. So if we go back to the gohugo repository, you can see that there's issues of all kinds. So there's bugs, enhancements, markdowns, and these are things people have brought up, certain scenarios. This issue does not occur when using an older release, so this looks like a regression. But if you go back to issues, there's one in particular that I was looking at. Example blog doesn't work. So this was one I sort of checked out and started playing with, and I think I found a way to fix the issue that they're having. So what happens is you go to the example blog, right? So cd examples blog, and then you try and run it with the built version, or even the non-built version. Hugo serve. You get a bunch of warnings, and you get an error. So he's helpfully, this gentleman Falzim, an IT engineer in Paris, France, has helpfully submitted a patch that at least gets the thing to run. This is in examples blog layouts partial header.html. Examples blog layout partial header.html. And this particular line, we need to do $.site.title here, and that should allow us to serve the website. And look at that! Web server is available at localhost 1313. And it looks like it's working. However, when you click the post index, it goes to a blank page. Don't know why, don't know the rhyme or reason. So some investigation is needed. However, I am interested in these errors where it says found no layout file for HTML for section. Warnings are always good in any program because they help you find where problems are. So I'm going to go ahead and search for this string and hope they're not using internationalization files from the internet. And we'll do found no, look at that. So in site.go on line 1594, we have a message here. So this is where the error is coming from, and it's coming from here because the template that we're finding, so this temple represents a template. It looks like we're passing in an array of strings. Don't know what this D is. Well, we've already started making changes on master in our working directory. We probably want to do the respectful thing for the Hugo repository and look at their contributing documentation. So we go to contributing. Let's see. Contributing to Hugo. For a complete guide to contributing to Hugo, see Contribution Guide. We welcome contributions to Hugo of any kind, including documentation, themes, organizations, tutorials, blog posts, bug reports, issues, feature requests, feature implementations, pull requests, answering questions on the forum, helping to manage issues, and etc. So there's documentation related pull requests as well in the Hugo Docs repository. And this is kind of a documentation fix, but it's in their main repository. So we can see about fixing it for them. So let's see. Code contribution. Any new functionality must be useful to many, fit naturally into what Hugo does best, strive not to break existing sites, close or update an open Hugo issue. That last one I think we can do. It is recommended to open up a discussion on the Hugo forum to get feedback on your idea before you begin. If you are submitting a complex feature, create a small design proposal on the Hugo issue tracker before you start. Bug fixes are, of course, always welcome, so we won't even really need to visit the forum, but there's a lot of really good discussion on this discourse forum. You can figure out how to make sites, how to make themes, how to best deploy the sites maybe. There's all sorts of categories, tips and tricks, features, announcements. There's a developer topic, so we can see improvement proposals. So here we have some people creating proposals and some broken links in release notes and template versus partial. There's all sorts of discussion going on in there. So there's a wide range of discussion topics in that forum, and I recommend you go look at it if you're interested in learning more about Hugo and using it to build websites. So submitting patches, this is probably what we're going to end up doing. The Hugo project welcomes all contributors and contributions regardless of skill or experience level. If you're interested in helping with the project, we will help you with your contribution. So
You're ready to create a pull request. Fork the project, make your changes. Have test cases for the new code. If you have questions about how to do this, please ask in your pull request. Run Go format. Scaling assistant. So this is certifying that you are the one who submits this code and it's not written by somebody else. Or it's not written for a specific application at your place of business. So if you were to fork Hugo for your business, or for a large company you're working for, the license may prohibit committing that back, although I believe that the license, although business friendly, is made to reproduce and redistribute. This is a wider topic that we're not going to cover today. Let's go back to the contributing documentation. Contribution guide. Ensure that mage check succeeds. Try to see how will fail if mage check fails. So this is a basic guide on how to get started contributing, and I don't think our changes are actually going to need tests since we're actually just changing a site that is built with Hugo, for an example.
So let's go ahead and we will obviously, of course, run the tests before staging our pull request, but we can go ahead and unstage this, create a new branch. We're going to call this bug. I don't want that. We're going to call this bug example blog fix. Okay, so we need to delete that branch. Deleting bug. Bug fix example blog. There we go. Fix blog not building. All right, now let's investigate why this is happening. You should create a template file which matches Hugo Layout's lookup rules. That is in all caps. Each one of those words in that phrase, Hugo Layout's lookup rules, is capitalized. So I'm assuming, and you know what happens when you assume, is that there's something on this particular topic in the documentation. Let's see, this is a template lookup rule, so let's look at templates. Template lookup order. Oh, that's an exact match. Hugo Layout's lookup rules. So I guess we don't have a template file in here that matches Hugo Layout lookup rules for this combination. So let's see, we have categories, post, partials, tags. So I did this before, and I may have committed the changes already. So what's going on? Oh, CD layouts. Okay, so the I can edit that out. There we go. All right. So it seems like whenever we hit this post portion, we're getting a warning that we don't have a template from the site.go file, and the lookup rules, right, for the Hugo lookup order for the post section doesn't have anything for the indexes file. So if we take the post and that's going to be a list of posts, right? Because it's doing a range, so it's for each of those. Render li template, which I think is this one, which will have the permalink and a date with a format that looks like that. Not actually January 2nd, 2006. So I wonder, let's see what the name is again. That's for single, that's for home page. Section pages. Oh, section list for post sections. So if we put it in layouts, posts, list.html. Name list.html, and then move it to the post folder. I wonder if we'll be able to see anything. Oh, hey, look at that. Wow, we got oh, that was almost for free. Okay, so now we go to posts, we get a list of blog posts, which are in the example file in the content section. Yeah, so if we go hello from Hugo and show me the code.io, if we save that, it should rerun. And now, which one was that? So, not that one. Hello Hugo and show me the code.io. Wonderful. So it's picking up our changes now on the posts. Uh-oh. Categories example. Categories looks like it's broken. Betcha the tag. Yep. Okay. So we have to fix categories and tags as well, because it looks like if we look at the Git history of this file that we changed, there we go. Let's open up Git lens and look for let's look at the history of the post file. Show file history. Show in file history view. This is the example blog layouts post list. That's not what we want. We want to look at the history of the post. Maybe we should just look at it on GitHub. Open. So let's see, this last contribution was in 2014, and it was updated to version 0.12 conventions. So this particular example has not been updated in quite some time. So what we're gonna do is update it to the 0.62 conventions, which might be a larger ask. Taxonomy. Oh, categories. So if you just put it in, I wonder if we can fix categories really quick. My theory is that this category.html can get renamed list.html and stuck in a new folder in the layouts portion called categories. Let's see if that fixed it. So hello Hugo is still there. A category. Oh. Maybe it's not list. Maybe it's index. Categories list. Category.html. List.html. Going to categories example. And if we renamed it index. That could work. Oh, hey, look at that. Items in category example. So we just need to name it index, not list. And then we just rename this index and rename the folder tags. So now, if we go to this post, tags example. Doesn't seem to be working. Maybe if we do it singular? No, it doesn't make any sense. The other one's not singular. Post index, another Hugo post. Example. Tags. Default. Taxonomy terms and categories. Taxonomy list and categories. I wonder. Is tags in here? List of posts. There's an index of categories and an index of tags. Let's rename it tags. I don't understand why. Maybe just restart the server process. We're still getting warnings, but that could be okay. Debian developer, organist, contributor to gohugo. Yeah, I don't get it. Why does it not work? It worked for categories, right? Oh, maybe it didn't. That's odd. Do I need to name it list? Yes. So did it work or not? Categories list, tags list. So it added it. Let's restart the server just to be sure. Items in category. Example. Okay, that still works. Blog does not. Why not? Oh, there we go. Okay, just had to reload. Hugo. That's concerning. Why do I have to reload every time? It's almost like the server's broken. Serving pages from memory for full rebuilds on change. Well, we can do a nifty trick. Let's do Hugo build, or I guess Hugo, and it puts it out to public. Static. I want to build it out to a folder and then serve it from a folder. So Hugo, I want to serve. Flags are out file. I want out file. Destination maybe? Yeah, destination. Okay. So Hugo D Sunder. Oh, I guess we gotta Maker Sunder and D Sunder. So let's see if we have something's wrong with my file system. We're in blog. We have public. Oh, there it is. We also have Sunder. I'm gonna delete that. So let's cd into public and do Python 3 http dot server. So what we need to do is test that the pages are not being... I want to make sure that the Hugo server is not doing something that's making it so I can't see the tags and categories pages immediately. So I'm going to run a Python server with the output of Hugo's build process to make sure that we have what we need. So I'm going to go to localhost 8000, and it looks like a whole bunch of stuff is missing. Let's see, network, all, console, blog.hugo, error, cert authority invalid. Really? That's interesting. Oh. So I think we need to set the config toml temporarily to http localhost and then run Hugo. Need to go one level higher. Yes, we do need to go one level higher. Alright, public Python 3. Oh, look at that. We got everything. Okay, so post index, another Hugo post. That works great. Post index, another Hugo post. Example. Great. Everything works. We've just fixed the blog. But before we can stage a pull request, we do have to go through the contribution document and make sure we cover all of our bases. So let's go ahead and do that now after we commit our changes. Quite a few files changed. We definitely don't want that, so let's discard that. We definitely don't want that, so let's discard that. This is our rename of the other stuff, so let's go ahead and add these. Moved file. What did we do? Change tag and category file structure. Directory structure. There we go. So now I can push this up. Great, so now we have a branch we can get a pull request in from. But before we do that, we're going to go through their code contribution patch guidelines. Look up the ASDF VM Golang plugin I'm using. The reason why I couldn't run Mage locally is because I ran goget, and it says after using goget to install a package you need to run ASDF reshim Golang to get a new shim. So I did that, and now I have Mage. Unknown target. Just H. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Mage is a make-like command runner. Awesome. So let's go back to the contributing document. And instead of waiting on the build that's pretty much almost done, maybe, we can go to the contribution guide. Mage check. Okay, so we just need to run mage check. I don't know how long this will take. Downloading more software. answer is longer than I'm willing to make you guys wait. So, see you in a bit. Okay, so the reason why it was taking so long is that I didn't pass the verbose option that actually lets you know what's going on. So right now it's running the race tests. Just, I guess this is our performance testing suite that Go uses. So this is actually what's running. I looked at the Travis YAML file to see basically what command they were running with Mage, and they're doing a shell script that just goes and runs Mage vcheck or sets a timeout and then does Mage vcheck. So I passed the verbose option, and now we're good to go. We're building, and this build passed too. So that was the last check, and yeah, I guess we can open our pull request now. I'm excited about that. Let's go to the show me the code. Why? My repositories. Let's see, Hugo. I guess I have to do a context switch. Let me switch to show me the code. Yes. Yes. Compare and pull request. Dismiss. So let's create a pull request. Merging is blocked. Right. So now this will run a separate build, and I can comment on the issue and say there's a fix. It looks like it had not been updated for some time. I moved around a few of the pages, and that fixed the build, fixed the broken pages after applying the fix posted by at to the header partial. Thanks. Please take a look at PR number 6772. Let's preview that. Nice. Okay, and now it's in the hands of the repository maintainers. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, there should be more content like this where we go through a GitHub repository and see what's what. You know, if you like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, do the YouTube thing. You know, I'm trying to build an audience, and I'd like you to join me on this journey of going through all the code that's just out there for free and figuring out how it all works and playing with it and enjoying it. So thank you again. Bye-bye.